Showdown, and you don't want to miss it. Call a friend, call a neighbor, call everybody you know and tell them to tune in to Grandma Dathys' kitchen, because we're doing a crock pot chronicles. We continue with that for the holiday. We're doing most of our dishes, not all of them, but most of our dishes in the crock pot, because I want to show you how to do my favorite dishes in the crock pot. And you can set it and forget it, and you don't have to stay at home and watch it, and when you come back home it'll be ready. Okay, alright, so that's what we want. At Grandma Dathys' kitchen, we make it fast, we make it easy, and most of all we make it very delicious, so you don't want to miss it. Okay, so today we're going to make our collard greens. I'm from Mississippi. And so, we love collard greens. And so I want to show you how to cook them in the crock pot. Okay? All right. So the first thing we do is we get the collard greens, and then we cut I don't like the stems, We take the stems off, and then we cut them fine. Cut them up like so. See? We want to make them look like this. We want to cut it up. Alright, and then after you cut them up and make them like so, you're going to wash them. Make sure you wash them. It's nothing like a person coming over for dinner and they taste some sand or some rocks, and you don't know how clean, even if someone tell you buy them clean, you don't know how clean they are because you didn't wash them. So you don't know if they wash them as much as you wash them, because I wash them until the water is clean. I don't just wash one time. Okay, so we're gonna put it in the sink right here. Okay, remember, you gotta cut up the size that you want. Okay, and you cut them up, and they do not wither as much as they used to, because of the way they grow them. So what you got to do is put them in, and listen, I can't tell you how many times you have to wash them. I'm going to tell you that. You wash them until the water is clean, okay? So you just keep washing them until, it might be 4 times, it might be 5 times, and it depends on how dirty the greens are. It might be 6 times. But you keep washing them, okay? And I use a double sink, and I wash them like so. Okay? You wash them. So you see there, you don't feel no grit at the bottom of the sink. And then when you let the water out, it's going to be nice. The bowl is going to be clean. It's going to be nice, because the water has cleaned the bowl and the greens. Okay. See how, look. See how clean it is. It's no grit, no dirt, no nothing. Okay. And that's what you want. And as many times as you have to do that, it's okay. Okay? All right? And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start our bowl with this, with the meat that you're going to use. Now that we have cleaned our greens, look how beautiful they are. They're just really green. Look. And so we're going to start our base, which with our whatever meat we're going to use, we're going to put it in. Okay, so but this meat is going to be a turkey leg. Okay, smoked turkey leg. Okay, so we're going to start started with seasoning blend. Okay, you get this from the Dollar Tree, and okay, it's onion, celery, red and green bell pepper, and parsley. Okay, and we're gonna put this over in the pot, because remember, we're going to set it and forget it. And this is our stock, chicken stock, or whatever stock you want to use. All right, and we're gonna let this cook, and then after it cooks, we're going to put our greens in it. Okay, but right now we're just gonna cook it in our crock pot. Now that we had our 4 cups of broth in here, we get the lid on it, and we're going to set it and forget it and let it cook low and slow tonight, and in the morning we'll get up and we'll put our greens in it. Okay, all right. Welcome back. And so our crock pot chronicle, in our crock pot we are cooking collard greens. Okay, we washed them, but before we put the collard greens in, we put a turkey leg. Okay, all right. So what you're gonna do after you cook down the turkey, we cooked it down, and after you cook down the turkey leg, you take the bones off, the small bones, the little bones, but you leave the big bone, because the big bone it has flavor. It gives it extra flavor. Okay, so we're gonna leave it in there, but we're gonna take these, see, the little bones out. Okay, we take all the little bones out, so that's about it. Leave the big bones and the meat. Okay, I see another little bone right here. Okay. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in our collard greens. They're all washed and cleaned. So we're going to put them in.
Action.
So you see, we have a lot of greens, and so don't worry about the fact that it don't fit, because when we start cooking them, they're gonna cook down, and it's gonna be fit in the pot real good. So the next thing we're gonna do after we put the greens in, after we take the bones out and put the greens in, we're going to use, see, we had quite a bit of greens, so we're going to put in a tablespoon full of baking soda. Now the reason why we put baking soda in is because we didn't grow our greens and we don't know if they're tough or not. So if you put baking soda in it, you don't have to worry about it. They're going to be tender. They're going to be nice and tender, because the baking soda makes them nice and tender. Okay, so if you had less greens, you put less baking soda. The more greens you have, you put at least a tablespoon, because it's going to be a lot of greens, and it's going to make them nice. See that, a tablespoon, and that's the reason why you put the baking soda in the table in the green. And then you're going to put your seasoning. Okay? Grandma Dathys seasonings. And also pepper and seasoned salt. Okay? Put it all in. All right. Now, we're going to put the lid on. And we'll wash some of those out. And we're going to cook it on low until in the morning for, about 6 hours. Welcome back to Grandma Dathys' kitchen. Remember, we did a Christmas showdown. And I want to give a shout out to Kay Hill from Rancho Cucamonga, California. Okay? And I want to show you what we did for our showdown. Okay? This is our collard greens that's finished in the crock pot. This right here is our candy yams in the crock pot. This right here is macaroni and cheese in the crock pot. This right here is our stuffing, in the cornbread stuffing in the crock pot. This right here is our ham in the crock pot. Remember, we did a crock pot chronicles because we want to show you that how you can set it and forget it and cut your time out that you have to sit around and watch your food. You just set it and forget it and come back after you do all the things that you need to do, shopping and going to visit. You can come back and your food will be ready. Remember, I have a cookbook, Dathys Mississippi Soul Food. If you order one, I'll autograph it and send it back to you by return mail. Order as many as you need. Order several, order a dozen if you want. I will send them back to you by return mail. I will sign them, I'll autograph them and send them back to you by return mail. And if you you have someone that you want to send it to, you can let me know and I will autograph it and send it out. I'll do all the legwork. I'll go to the post office and mail it off for you. Or if you want to order some and you want me to send it to you, I will autograph it and leave the name out and you can put the name in for me, okay? All right, their name, the name that you want before you give it to them. Let's, teamwork makes the dream work. Let's work together. We can do it, okay? All right? And also remember, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell your co-workers to subscribe to Grandma Dathys' Kitchen. I need some more subscribers. We haven't reached our quota yet, but we will and we can because together we win. All right? Okay? All right? So without any further ado, I'm going to have my guests to come and make their plates. And I'm going to tell you, happy eating.